Live, coming at you live.
This is real food, baby.
It's a real deal.
Dude, there's nothing like it. Peace, everybody. Kansas City, we love you.
Hey, we're barbecuing still from Kansas City, out here in the woods.
At Zion Ranch, baby.
Right. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel here at Zion's Gate Ranch. Today is July 4th, the day of freedom, the day of liberty. So you know we got to do something special here at the ranch on July 4th. We are going to smoke a prime brisket from our steer that we butchered. Porter, if you haven't seen that video, go back and check the video when we took him to the butcher. But anyhow, we're going to smoke a prime brisket on the brazos. Stay tuned. Where this is going to be delicious. It is a marbled brisket. It's probably some of the tenderest beef I've ever had in my life. And all the steaks, everything that we had from this beef so far, we shared with friends, loved ones. Everybody's saying the same thing. This beef is just out of this world. So guys, we just love raising our own food, our own beef. There's nothing like it. And I guarantee you ain't gonna find a brisket like this at the store. So stay tuned to the end of this video. We're gonna smoke a prime brisket on the brazos. We have ourselves a prime brisket from our steer Porter. Now this thing is loaded with marbling, and one thing I have noticed with this steer is the coloring of this beef has been almost like dark purple. He was hung 21 days. Most beef, most lockers only hang 2 weeks. Hanging that 21 days is so much better. So let me get this unwrapped. Woo-wee! As you can already tell, this baby's got serious marbling, okay? Serious marbling and serious color. So what we're gonna do to this is we're gonna trim the bottom, trim up some of this fat on the bottom, not go too crazy. The butcher did an amazing job trimming this. I mean, it's pretty amazing to get a brisket back with just perfect amount of fat on top. So we are gonna trim this up, expose that side, and maybe curve this off a little bit and then just start seasoning. It's ready to go. All right, we got the brisket all nice and trimmed up. Look at the deep red color I was telling you guys about. It's just marvelous. So we got it pretty much trimmed up. Today we're gonna use a binder. It's gonna be Sandwich Pal, sweet and spicy mustard. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this. It's always nice to try something different. We're gonna stick with black pepper, kosher salt, and maybe a little Cosmo cow cover. All right, guys, so you also want to save your trimmings from the brisket because we're going to use these at the end. So don't throw these away. Just put them in the smoker and get them rendered down. All right, y'all, we got this thing looking good on our binder. I just topped it off with some paprika. You don't have to do that, but it's mainly salt, pepper, and garlic. On brisket, you like to taste brisket. We're going to be rocking with hickory today, oak, mainly red oak, and I am going to throw some hickory in there. All right, guys, so we are rocking about 159, 160 in the stall on the brisket. So take your brisket trimmings. This was on warm earlier in my oven. You could put this in a smoker. We're going to render down this tallow so that before we wrap, we can dump this on there. So let's get this in the oven, put it on about 275, get it rendered down, and before we wrap, we're going to dump it on there. Okay, y'all, we've had this on 275, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. I'd say an hour. And we got plenty of tallow. That's all we need to dress up our brisket. Turn it off. They start turning brown. We got plenty of dog treats right there. So we're going to dump this on the brisket. We're about ready to wrap. We're only 3 degrees away. I like to wrap my briskets around 170. We're in the stall right now, and we are going to push right through it like a train. The brisket is hitting 170. 283 in the smoker. That's why you need a Thermpro. These are nice. This is kind of an old school one, but if you want one of these, we'll leave a link in the description. They're pretty nice. I've had this one probably for 6-7 years. Thing's broken off. Thing just keeps going. Doesn't give up a beat, but it's time to wrap. So we got through the stall. So let's put our beef tallow from the exact brisket. Let's get it wrapped up with the tallow. We are going to cut the butcher paper. Larry is friend of ours from a long time ago, right, Larry?
30 years, sir.
30 years, friend of ours here at Zions Gate Ranch. Say hi, Larry.
Howdy. Hi, Larry.
Everybody say hi to Larry. He's a good friend of ours here on the ranch. That's good enough right there. Yep, and we need to do double. No. Yeah, that's right. And then do it again. Just long enough so we can wrap this baby up. All right, so.
I'm from the city, huh?
Yep, Larry's from the city. He's hanging out with us on 4th of July, right, Larry?
Yes, sir.
We're having a good.
I love it.
We're having a good time on the farm, and we're fixing to wrap this brisket up homegrown. Larry, tell them how good it smells.
We've been smelling it since, what, 6, 7 this morning? Yeah. It's not fair to tell people that. You can't give them this kind of a story. You gotta mix it up and not tell them this. It smells too good because they cannot smell it. That's not really
It's
fair.
called smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision.
Like a television.
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision.
I like it.
Okay, we got.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be great, right, Larry?
Oh, I guarantee.
Hey, is it hot out here in the Ozarks or what?
It's always hot here, but I'll tell you what, being here at Zion Ranch, I am so shocked. I'm coming from Kansas City to visit down yonder. The food that you have spoiled me on is just beyond comprehension. I don't eat like this in this city. McDonald's has nothing to do with anything. Wendy's, Burger King, kiss my behind. I'm sorry. This is real food, baby.
It's a real deal.
Dude, there's nothing like it, and I can't wait to come back in a couple years, man.
Awesome.
You cannot do this to me 10 years. Make me wait on this 10 years? Are you serious? And I love you. I haven't seen you in 30, well, I've known you 30 years.
30 years.
I've known you 30 years.
Yep.
And I haven't been here for 10, and I mean, my goodness sakes.
Goodness sake, it's killer.
It's
Mouth
wonderful.
watering.
The property is amazing. The animals, they get along, and it's so amazing. Their routines. I really love the rhythm, the beautiful, the different colored birds. Every single thing is just amazing. Your plants are taller than me. I mean, my goodness sakes. I love it.
All right, guys, we are out here at the brisket from the Brazos. And I don't know about you guys, but this thing is covered in bark from head to end to toe. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up, cover it with tallow. Here we go.
Look at the juice. Look at that. You do some amazing stuff, David. You're going to make me gain 10 pounds by the time you send me back to Kansas City.
So what we want to do now is we want to fold, we want to kind of let them juices get in there. You can see why, it keeps it juicy. So we're going to roll it once, then we're going to fold this up. We want it to keep those juices in there. Real tight. That's why I want to do it outside. You don't want to take it in the air conditioner. We're dripping juices to the garden. One. And that's why you should wear gloves. Two is all you need, because you want fat side up. Just like that.
Learn something new every day, huh?
All right, guys, we got this brisket wrapped up. Let's do it.
I love your farm. I think this place is great.
See why we wrapped it, Larry? Because it
Yes, sir.
holds all that in there.
Keeps all that moisture to keep
All
it
that
so
moisture.
juicy.
Yes. And the smoke still gets through.
Because it's the paper that
Yeah, it can
lets it
still
go
go through.
through. Okay.
Smoke still goes through.
Learn something new
Foil,
every day.
If you do foil on a brisket, it won't go through.
foil because it's more.
It's
Okay,
thick. This,
makes sense.
You can breathe.
Okay.
And now we want to put a thermometer in it.
And this won't stick to my meat when I'm done.
No.
It's not. Yeah.
So what we want to do is put a thermometer in this about halfway, so we know what temp we're at. And we're still hitting at 170.
There you go, Mr. David.
Love you guys. All right, guys, we are hitting 190 on the brisket. So what we're gonna do is we are going to put the brisket in the warmer for 3 hours. And you know what? If I was really concerned, I'd go all night long, but we are on the 4th of July. So we're gonna do a 3-hour rest on this baby so we can slice tonight. And we are at what time, Larry?
5 o'clock, sir.
5 o'clock. So we're going to be eating at 8 o'clock. 2 hours is the minimum you're going to do. If you're doing competition barbecue, guys, you want to let this thing sit 10 hours. But we are going to eat tonight because we're hungry. Right, Larry?
Yes, sir, baby.
All right, guys. So we have the brisket in the oven. It's reading about 199 for some odd reason. It was 195 out there. But we are going to put it in the oven with nothing on. Let it drop down to about 160. We'll check the temp, but we are leaving it here to rest for 3 hours. But we do not want it to go below 160. All right, everybody, here we go. We're unwrapping this beautiful brisket. Look at that brisket. It looks like a meteorite from the asteroids. Now, let's turn this baby around this way and get these burn ends. Oh yes. Slice it, and I'm gonna dice it, and we're gonna eat here in just a second, y'all. Let's take a piece of these burn ends. Shall we?
Please?
Larry, quiet!
Peanut gallery.
Larry, quiet!
Please. Okay, take 2.
Oh my God! Quiet! Guys, this thing looks so delicious. You can pull it right apart. It's just amazing, y'all. Mmm! It's like butter. Try this. Whoa. Try this. Burn it in piece. Hold that. Try that.
I want to let it sit in for a second. The flavoring. Can I have some more?
Can I have some more? He said.
You can cook.
I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so blown away. It's homegrown, and there's nothing like doing an AI on your cows because you get a lot of the best genetics. And I'm very, very humbled by what we're eating right now. And it's probably one of the most tenderest briskets I've ever had in my life. And I'm not saying that lightly. I am being honest. It is so tender. You don't need teeth. You don't need a strong bite. You put it in your mouth and it's like freaking melts like ice cream. You know, ice cream. Every single piece, you just pull it, I don't even know what to tell you. But other than, it's amazing. Grow your own food, raise your own food, put work into your own food, and you will definitely be thankful for the work that you do. I ain't lying.
He's not a liar. This is the best brisket I have ever had.
Yeah,
I have to say.
it's really good.
It's very good. It's delicious.
I've had so many briskets that were tough, and you got to chew through them. That were chewy.
I have to.
Get stuck in your teeth.
And this one, and this, look at this. I mean, my goodness sakes, I don't even need a knife. I'm just literally sitting here just pulling this brisket apart. Some of them you have to destroy,
Right.
and I need a knife. And
Right.
I'm not even using a knife or fork.
It
Of course,
melts.
I need a napkin, but who cares? I mean, my
That's
goodness sakes,
barbecue.
that's barbecue, baby. And I mean,
Boy.
my goodness sakes, this you don't need sauce, salt, and pepper, anything. After all the thing, the way you did this is good. You did a very good job. My best brisket I ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
even the
serious.
tough pieces of meat. They just come. They just fall apart.
Look at that. I mean, you.
You ain't gonna buy that anywhere, guys. You ain't gonna buy it anywhere. You want some beef?
That's how you do it, baby.
Holler at us. We do have steers, so let us know.
You did well.
Wow, so delicious, so barky, and so good on the 4th of July, guys. We love you. Barbecue on. Subscribe, like, and share these videos. From our home to yours, we love you guys on the 4th of July here in America and around the world. Peace and shalom.